Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsolicited Bourbon Reviews, episode 20. And today, we were reviewing Blue Note Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So this will be a first time Friday on a Thursday. So I guess we'll just call it as a makeup for the last one I missed. But story behind this, today I was going to an old liquor store looking for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. They didn't have it, and I saw this on the shelf. It caught my eyes, 40 bucks. It is a store pick, so this is from Ajax Turner, which is one of the distributors here. I saw a barrel proof, uncut bourbon that I didn't really know anything about, so it's 121 proof. And again, that's a really good price point. So when I asked the guy at the store, hey, do you know anything about this? And he was kind of telling me that, it's just a really popular item. 'Cause I've seen Blue Note before, just haven't touched it. Their regular whiskey or their normal line product is to 95 proof. I think I've had it before at a demo, and it wasn't bad by any means. But so I was like, okay, great, 40 bucks, barrel proof, let's do it. Why not? So kind of did some reading on it. So what these barrels are from these barrel picks. So back in 2019, they had a rick house collapse in Owensboro, Kentucky, which made national headlines. I remember reading about it and I remember seeing the local news here. Over 9,000 barrels of bourbon and whiskey essentially were just spilled over after a tornado came through in Owensboro, Kentucky. Completely destroyed the building. The entire building collapsed. And, so in the effort to clean up, this was months and months it took to, clean this up. And, really, so these barrels that this whiskey or this bourbon was in, they're exposed to the elements. So usually these are in a climate controlled warehouse, most optimal settings. They get the best product. So these are in the sweltering summer heat of Kentucky, getting rained on. I've seen pictures of still have the mud on the barrel, rustering around, the rust around the steel ring, around the barrel. So these are truly weathered bourbon barrels, and it seemed to really accelerate the process of the aging. This is a 3-year at minimum. This is a blend. Rumor has it it's a Bardstown blend. So Bardstown's another great product. But besides the point, so instead of calling it a loss, because again it's millions of dollars worth of bourbon and whiskey, they said, hey, let's try to sell this. So of those they call them the survivor barrels. They had store picks throughout the state. These guys are out of Memphis. It is distilled in Kentucky. And so that is the story behind this. Super interesting, super cool. And I'm really looking forward to jumping into this. So let's go ahead and get to it. Off the nose, you definitely had the alcohol, that barrel proof, 121. Kind of catches you a little bit, but it does have, just from the cork itself, it smells very fruit forward. We'll pour. And this is a little bit light, so maybe just right at the 3-year mark where you're normally used to. But again, this was aged at a very different rate or different, conditions, mind you. So let's not be fooled by the color that the pour is. Just off the nose, very fruit forward, just straight cherry. Very pleasant. Wow, this is super fruit. You don't really smell the 121 either, which is rather surprising. I got that on the cork, but not the actual smell in Glencairn. So let's take our sip. Definitely feel that heat on the sip. Very pleasant, great finish. This is excellent barrel pick. It's really good. Cherry, a lot of cherry, kind of a buttery toffee. definitely hot. The mash bill is 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. You do taste that 21% rye. It does have a very rye spice to it that complements that heat. This is really, really good. This is actually very surprising for that matter. Again, this kind of didn't really think much of these guys. See on the shelf everywhere, but this is, wow, this is really good. This is an excellent pour. I'll rate it. I'll give it an 8.5. You know, for the value, this was a $40 barrel proof bourbon, and this poured like an $80 bottle. So the value's there. Taste, again, very, very you know, complex. The palate itself is pretty complex, but this was excellent. This was definitely a good find, and hopefully you guys get your hands on it. So.